killer is found.
Latest news! Fresh from the... Many a latest, my friend. The war, figured you'd ask me about that. Ain't looking too good for you, lizards. Word, you remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing when you treat him to death, folk. 7 save us. Stabbed in the back he was, by them Kill them all, I say. Do 'em like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. They doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. God, Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink with its tongue.
All this damn work and nothing to show for it.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of...
So many suspects. So many potential culprits.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot.
What are you doing, lizard? Trying to get the drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? Empty bluster, serpent. Now leave me be. My Magister... 3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all. But he might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing Magisters. They won't listen to me. Not anymore. I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. If they won't heed my advice, I'll still do what I can. I'll find this devil. This tavern is key. Of that much, I'm sure. It would be far too easy for the culprit to hide in such a place. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. You do that. It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something.
Hit you on the arm.
Taken too early.
Pretty good, I know. Probably ain't again.
The path thus ended. The conclusion. You have interrupted my newest...
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet... Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a fame, notoriety, neither, or both. The thing about a good poem is that magnificent. But if I am to write a first-rate...
He stares at you for a few torturing...
Let's cut to the chase, lizard. Your kind has built an empire on the backs of slaves, reaping the rewards of the innocent's toil.
He smiles a crooked smile.
It isn't just slaves that suffer, though, is it? You eternally seek perfection, though offer no room in the creaking empire. This superiority complex, this haughtiness, so cold. Others see you for what you truly are.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. Behold the lizard's noble, graceful carriage.
Keep your eyes peeled. I don't give a rat's ass what they say downstairs.
As slaves, their servants often
He
are
fixes
afraid.
you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up. Then a smile creases his face. A smile carefully constructed to look...
Greetings, my lord. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers.
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you. A lascivious smile spreads across his face.
Let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite... My dear prince, I'm sure this is true. But I believe one of your kin is even more talented than your...
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes into his apron.
Now, let me ask you this. What... flavor... Upstairs, on the 2nd floor. Her name is Zara.
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in salute.
Genius is average if you could read
I
always.
doubt a reptile could appreciate the beauty of past.
Ambition is all. A life of youth.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm smile.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for a lizard, but all the more impressive. You and my nails might even get along. What brings you to drink? Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A deviant? But what do you mean? Tell me what you saw.
Prudence takes up a clean glass and starts to polish it with her wrap.
Told him the Divine punished him for that nonsense if he kept it up. I should have told him so hard he'd never get back up.
She turns away from you and continues polishing the glass, eyes darting quickly around the bar.
Nothing. Not for you.
I've spotted something.
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow. An oddly
Please, sir, you should not be back here. It's not safe. Cinnamon, not nutmeg. There's a food shortage in these parts. Now, please, I must return to my work. Sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers. Don't underestimate...
The cook dutifully ladles a bowl for... The bowl slips from her grasp. Scalding hot stew...
Sincere apologies. I must return.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Buy me a drink and I'll think about it. Cheers. Later then.
Get still with food and bed are rightly paid.
Ah, finally. Your colleague, I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh,
Pity. I've been trying to get a little...
after all I've been through.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was... No. Now here I sit. My closest companion gone. Our precious cargo worth... And the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Tell me, how are you in, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I asked, my mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine ware. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do it. My holy stars. You must have been sent from on high. And don't... Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where... I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made...
What would I do without you?
Behold the lizard's noble, graceful carriage. Their social norms I never could disparage. As slaves, their servants often are portrayed, yet still with food and bed are rightly paid. When genius is average, victory always rises. Ambition is all. Life, beauty,
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins, unpleasantly.
Loha didn't tell me to let any blushing scaleface in, so why should I? Cute. Sounds something like my 15-year-old daughter would try. Hey! Back away from the stairs, or you'll find out exactly why they call me Papa.
bell?
This is more like it. This room has
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I, without my The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all adrift. And yet, can you hear? Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear...
She buries her head in her hands and...
Make it stop!
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Who rings the bell?
It's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sort.
You said it, Ilga. You're a true patron.
Curiosity kills the cat. Or get what you want, reptile. Do you indeed? My friend Thatcher here reckons she'd like to do the same, despite the fact that...
Thatcher looks interested indeed.
Door's over there. Convention says you go up alone. See?
Pleased with herself, she turns back to her drink. Thatcher gives you an encouragement.
Don't even think about it, Thatcher. I'll see you sent to Fort Joy. Curiosity kills the cat.
With a dip of her head, she indicates that you should talk to her companion. Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles.
There's bad things in the caves.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Blood and oil do mix.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
There's no graveyard.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the
Sawdust and walls, mother. Sawdust.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he...
Arcs for Lucian's days.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep. He goes back to sleep.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Shiver, sir. This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so. The atmosphere in here is,
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Pull yourself together, man.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. She fixes...
I'm so glad you came. But your friend...
She turns her back on you and waits for your
Curiosity kills the cat.
A lizard, tall and beautiful...
I'm so glad you've come. Are you here to... water my flowers? I've been so lonely since my man went away to fight the coming war. I need someone to take care of. Come on over here, big boy.
She bats her eyelashes.
What I'm thinking.
Holding your gaze, a shadow of a smile playing on her lips, she reaches for the clasp of her...
Oops. Take me.
She smiles, takes you by one manicured hand. With the other, she strokes your cheek, then takes you to bed. Your world explodes in ecstasy. You wake into what still seems to be a dream. The scent of home, the perfume you blink, and there she really is. Not the person you thought you went to bed with, but despite a sense of deep belonging, despite the rapture of your bodies so very close together, you dread the possibility even this might be nothing but a mirage. Her only reply is a smile as radiant as 1,000 suns. Her lips part.
Come find me. Come, be with me.
You reach for her, but there's no one to be touched, and your heart sinks when you realize she's an...
Yes, I will find you. I will be with you.